Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings to everybody, guys. Let's take a look again in the gold market. So in the gold market, Jerome Powell has resolved our riddle and has led the foundation for a short-term upward action in the gold market. Well, as I said in the video on Friday, so when you're dealing with a news release or some speech of the government representative, so this is every time the gambling. So this is some art to trade this moment. So it exists event traders who trade the releases, but personally I feel not very comfortable with the trading such events, and I prefer to stay aside when these releases and speeches happens and make the decision when I have the information, because you can't control it, and it's very difficult to find the reasons to trade it in one or other direction. But as you know, this really separate subject of trading exists, is it calls as event trading. So these traders specialized on trading statistics releases and Fed statements. So anyway, currently you can see this was really healthy upside action on Friday, and it means something for short-term price action. First, we should recall that on the weekly chart we have uncompleted two extensions. So they are stand around 1550, 1570 area. There's two different extensions, both they are XLP, so those of you who are reading our reports probably remember this, because we have mentioned it 1 and 2 weeks ago as well in our reports on the gold market. And the current price behavior that we see on a daily chart, even if we do not have some clear patterns, it suggests that these targets on the weekly really have not bad chances to be reached by the market in the nearest time. On the daily chart, unfortunately, we do not have any strong setups. So one thing that we have actually is our high wave pattern that we have discussed previously, but as you can see, market hasn't quite broken yet the extreme points of this consolidation. So despite this significant rally on Friday, gold market still stands inside the range of this pattern. At the same time, once this pattern has happened at the point where a market has hit major monthly target, and in that moment was the major question was whether market will start the significant retracement or not. Current price behavior shows that no major retracement is started yet. And particularly this information has really big value, because if market doesn't suggest the deep retracement, if it doesn't show any sign of starting retracement, it means that it should go in opposite direction. That in turn confirms the idea of the reaching weekly XLPs. That's the thing that we need to know from the daily chart, despite that we do not have some clear patterns. On the next week, the one thing that we will keep an eye on is a breakout of this top, and taking out of the top of the high wave pattern. As soon as market will do it, it should follow in the same direction, in the direction of the breakout. That's why the taking out of this top, is 1535 approximately, will be important on the next week. That in turn led us to recall our pattern that we have talked about on the 4-hour time frame chart. And this pattern is butterfly. Currently it is changing the shape. So initially we thought that this wing of the butterfly should start right from this point, but this flat standing expectation of the Fed statement has changed the shape a bit, but currently, as you can see, it's still valid, and with this rally, chance to reach the both targets are not really bad. So first target stands at 1550. This will be 107 extension of the butterfly. It's 1618 stands approximately 1570. So reaching of these targets will make possible to complete the weekly targets as well. Also, guys, take a look that our suggestion of the using stop entry orders in our trading on Friday was not really a bad idea, because take a look, the market has held lows intact. So if you have placed the stop sell order here, it has not been filled. Stop buy order is executed. So, for example, if you suggested the taking the long position and break out of the 1508 area, as we said, keep an eye on these tops. If it will be broken up, this will mean the market will probably proceed higher. That has worked. So anyway, whether you have traded it or not by using the stops, I just would like to say that sometimes this tool is very useful, especially when you do not have clear patterns, and if further direction depends on the breakout of some range. Usually it's very typical on some releases, events, and so on. And the using of the stop entry order is particularly useful in such environment. We just very often forget about this very useful tool. And starting to dig and search chance to place limit orders and trying to find out some patterns on the low time frames on the 15-minute chart, starting to search something. But sometimes using the stop entry order much safer and more efficient. So anyway, currently, as you can see, significant upward direction, and for position taking, we need just this small crescent rally. Our invalidation point will be below this low, so market should continue move higher. If it will not do it and just return right back down, erase this rally, that will change the sentiment. But currently, until market stands above these lows and keeps this upward action, we will keep an eye on upward continuation. So for that purpose, we will use hourly chart. Here we need this frosting option. There's two levels to consider. First one is approximately 1517, and that agrees with the weekly pivot point. That's the first level to consider, where a position could be taken. Next one is 1508. 618 support. That also coincides. Take a look at this natural support area. That's the border of the previous consolidation in the market was standing here. If we will get, for example, ABCD pattern here, got the triple to buy rate of the 1517, this will be much better. That's approximately our trading plan. So now we're watching for upward continuation, and for our first step is to try and to catch the tactical retracement in the beginning of the week. The nearest target is based on the bottom line. It stands 1550 area.